surprised, especially because we saw that same matchup earlier. And, you know, it's interesting that you mentioned how Strider's feeling. We did sit down with Strider and get to chat with him a bit, so let's head to the video and hear some thoughts from him.
My name is Gustavo Romero, aka 801 Strider. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. Street Fighter V, for me personally, what makes it stand out, I feel like the community it's great, right? You get to play people from all over the world. My friends introduced me to a fight stick, and ever since then, I can't play on anything that's not a fight stick. I mean, it's not that I'm relatively good on it. My inputs are terrible, but it feels nice. It's like playing an instrument. Favorite moment from my whole career. I needed to place top 8 in Canada Cup, and I did it. Hopefully, you know, top 8 produces some another one of those moments where it'll be the most memorable for me.
Tips the hat to everybody out there.
He's a smooth MF, isn't he, that guy?
Yeah, the hat tip.
Very interesting stat as well. This season, when he's made a top 8, he's only ever finished first.
Wow.
He has no other top 8 finishes other than the first.
Dang, that's a pretty good record. If you're gonna if you're gonna make a top 8, you might as well make it big, right? No point in showing up, you know, losing 2 matches or something from winners. Like, oh man, what was all that time and effort? I had to wake up early in the morning for this. That's no good. I don't want to do that. Wake up 8 a.m. for nothing.
Now it's on to my specialist subject, because of course he's going up against Problem X. Shout out to F-Word back home.
Boy.
I had to get that in. I'm contractually obliged as a British person to throw that one in.
I see.
They both actually had 3 first places this year. Problem X winning April Annihilation in North America, and then 2 Europeans, Reflect and Sonic Boom. 7th. And he's picked those points mostly up in placements. Fortunately, avoided Takedo.
Yeah.
Because Takeuchi did the business.
That's right, yeah.
And beat him to get out of pools. So he beat Takeuchi to qualify, beat Luffy again in a match that we were commentating.
Yeah, and a match we see a lot between those two for sure. And you know, you see him on the stage already, but again, like everybody else that we're going to see in this top 8, we had a chance to sit down and chat with Problem X. So let's hear some words from the former EVO champion.
Hi, my name is Problem X. I'm from the UK and I represent Team MOUSEPORTS. My number 1 tip for new players trying to get involved in the FGC, I would say first play with your friends, play online, go to local tournaments, play a character that you like before you actually start trying to seek out who's top tiers and everything else. My favorite moment from my entire playing career was winning Evolution 2018. For Street Fighter V. I'm most looking forward to competing against Punk. We have this banter going on. I just want to shut him up, to be honest. I'd like to say to all my fans and supporters, thanks for supporting me for this long. I hope you continue to do so. And yeah, I appreciate you along my journey.
I like how both the M. Bison players give the advice of playing characters that you love first. That's really wholesome.
Yeah. If not dishonest. These cheating Bison players, these cheating characters. No.
Positive vibes only.
Yeah, from Shadowloo. You know, Shadowloo's all a positive vibes kind of company.
It's a charitable organization.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how they get away. Charity must be how they get away with it.
They're definitely not paying tax anymore.
No. Yeah, they just hide all that. They're like, you don't need to know about all that. Well, he said he hopes he plays Punk, and for his sake, I hope he doesn't, since he's in winner's side.
Yeah, exactly.
Currently.
He's going to want to avoid playing Punk until it's possibly grand finals. Other
Yeah.
than that. As you said, they've never played in the top 8 in Street Fighter V before. The last one that I could find was Capcom Cup 2017, which was 3-1 Problem. Of course, it's a whole different ball game now in terms of course, character choices. Strider has picked up G, and he's loving the character.
I think it's the perfect kind of character for him too, right? Which is like, he has the far buffer normals into like death, which is something that Strider really liked, and it's something he was good at in Street Fighter 4 in this game as well. And also has the really far command throw range and that threat. And the one thing he's good at is not command throwing you. Just like sitting there and being like, oh, you think I'm going to do it. You jump out of it and he V-skills you or crouching heavy punches you.
He's one of the few characters that has the same reward from you trying to escape.
Yes.
As you do from taking the grab, kind of reminiscent of Abigail last season.
Yeah.
He has a very different style to do, as we saw. He plays a lot more grounded. He's all about with punishing, playing the neutral, wants to play a buttonsy style, and then maybe try and rob you.
Yeah.
Gets active.
And it's a great game to play with G because he has these half-screen buffered lights, you know, that are like super good. You already see.
Crashing medium punch is one that he throws out a lot.
That move is fantastic. Such a good medium to have.
And of course, for stand fierce, the chop.
Yeah, they're also good. His fireball is also excellent. He has a really good fireball anti-air.
Especially the level 2 fireball.
Yeah.
Really easy to get that one level up. It definitely changes the projectile game. But Bison has that V skill. Should he use it? He's probably not going to though. Go for more normal space. There we go. Gets the crush counter back dash.
Yeah.
And levels up.
Take the level without the back fierce first or anything, right? Because because of the combo. Wow, challenge. And the one thing about Strider is, you know, this character, G, he has a 4-frame jab. I feel like Strider's is 2 frames. Like, just the way he challenges with it is so good. Double dash up for Problem X, working on Dizzy already. Yeah, V reversal. One of the few characters I think you'll see V reversal against, right? Just because you don't want to be stuck on defense against this character.
I think Gustavo had a bit of a problem with trying to retain V trigger previously, but he's made adjustments and started V reversing a lot more. Didn't help him out there though.
Yeah, I think it helps that G has 2 ways to win generally, right? Which is levels or V trigger. He doesn't need both to win a round.
Yeah, you mentioned yesterday when we were commentating that he's a character that gets to be in V trigger when he's not even in V trigger.
Yeah.
He's in level 3. There's the level up and the meaty medium. He's gonna get the stun. He does cash out.
He has 0 V gauge and he's currently in V trigger, right? Like that's just how the character works.
He hasn't spent a single EX bar for that combo. That's crazy.
Empty low, and look at this, clean as ever. Strider with the
Word.
perfect.
These combos just went on forever.
Yeah, V trigger G, man.
And there he is sitting on a full CA.
It's good, and that's the thing is he gets to choose too. He's a character that has that choice. Do I want to take levels? Do I want to take pressure?
Or do I want to take extra EX bar?
Exactly.
Well, he can do whatever he likes.
Characters that reward that kind of choice are really, you know, that utility is very rare and it's
they're
very
really
fun.
interesting dynamics. Yeah, really good archetypes. I enjoy it.
Gotta be smart. That jump
splash.
out. Any character that has a jump splash is dangerous out of the corner.
Yeah, we saw Fudo using the jump medium yesterday a lot, and that was very reminiscent of that.
One more for stun. Command throw or not, it's the guess, but he gets out of there. Head stomp.
Problem activates off the target, and there you see him challenge.
It's only +1.
Problem X does like to steal frames when he's +1.
Ooh, smash out of there. It still got him out of the way, so I don't think
that's a good answer, yeah.
Yeah, you either fly away and hit him somehow, or you just get away from the situation. See Strider challenging again in the buffer.
Light kick buffer, and he was ready with the CA. We mentioned the other buttons, the crouching light, the crouching medium, the stand fierce. That standing light kick though, great range.
It's fantastic. You just stick that button out there, and the reward for it is humongous, and it's really hard to like stop something like that. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, well, he whiffed a light kick. Let me whiff punish it.
There's pretty much no risk because you can do it from so far away that it will just click the recovery of a normal, and the special cancel will always reach. It's very, very rare that you're going to be able to be able to catch the recovery of a button and not be in range for that smash up.
Yeah, and if you have EX gauge, it's over. Level up. So he's got that powered up fireball. One thing that's good about Strider is when he has powered up fireball, he doesn't throw it that much. He's willing to wait. Air flip out worked out for Problem X.
Problem X activates that. Is super plus. No juggle afterwards.
Lets him fall and goes for the pressure. This is a bad spot for G. We'll see how Strider can handle it.
He's using that back fist a lot to try and control that space as soon as Problem pushes himself out, but there's a Psycho Crusher and he gets back in. That's plus again. Problem stealing frames once more, and he backs off. Where
even
with that
try
activation?
Smash.
There it is.
This is very, very scary. He's gonna get the low smash.
Thank you for a ride. One more G-spin kick. There's the safe jump. Oh!
And you have to guess so many things there, and even the regular throw is a scary one. Problem tries the tech, gets blown up for it.
Strider finishing off with his favorite special move. He loves that little
snap.
The little snap at the end. Great animation.
Oh, the splash.
And the splash catches the recovery.
And it puts him in the corner, which is such a bad spot for Problem. Early gets hit again. Gonna take some meter. And almost on Dizzy, which is a scary spot to be.
Oh, wow, that just beat the crouching light clean as a whistle.
Leveled up, bad spot again. One guess for the game. Back throw to the corner. This is a scary spot.
Activate. There we go. No.
Command throws the V reversal. This is a scary spot to be. Bomb's gonna go off soon, but the V reversal.
The V reversal works out as well. Blows up the charge, but he's back again in that purple stuff.
Chip is a big scary problem.
More problem.
Yeah, not much you can do now. Chip is a huge issue, and this character is critical
that
art.
EX, I suppose. Oh, that was it.
An anti-air was ready. Yes, Strider knew, like, okay, Problem's going to try to avoid Chip. He's going to go to the air some way, somehow. I think that was a smart choice because regular jump obviously is easy to deal with, but still, Strider was prepared for it, and he goes up 2-0.
Yeah, jump forward would have just got him away from that smash under into the CA chip out.
Yeah.
Gustavo just sat there, waited,
Going for the Devil's Reverse. You know, it's an interesting idea. It's better than probably a regular jump, but he still waited it out. Very patient. Really well played so far from Strider. It's like a good understanding of what his opponent wants to do, which you need in a matchup like this where a lot of times you kind of just have to sit and wait. But you can see the way that G just like controls the ground with his fireball, with his fantastic buffers. There it is, yeah. Didn't get, you know, go for the crouching jab or something. Crouching heavy punch, good choice.
Catches the start with a fireball, finally.
Front throw now, working on Dizzy.
No V-reversal yet, though, from Strider. He needs to.
He's got V-trigger. Looking for an activation point. That's one of those moments, too, where the throw gets baited, but I feel like every other round, Strider's been holding up forward there. And that's like the first time he stayed on the ground. I was like, all right, I'm going to try to tech.
He made a conscious choice there not to V-reversal or try and interrupt there in the corner. He retained. He's got such a lead at 2-0 up. He can start making those kind of hard guesses, those stubborn guesses on defense. There we go.
Could have just done the EX smash.
Full ting.
There it is.
Again.
Good adjustment.
Fierce into the blast. +1. Stealing frames again, and Gustavo making the hard read with a crouching light punch. As I said, feels like 2 frames.
He's got a 2-frame crouching light punch, I'm telling you.
Shades of, what was that? Boxer in Street Fighter 4.
Cheating character. Oh, jumps it. This is a great spot now. Oh, missed the V skill. Didn't walk quite far enough.
Next wakes up buttons. Dash up. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, no check. Catches him standing.
In there. Where are you going?
Counter hit combo for the stun. That's the game for Problem X, and I think he made a few important adjustments. One of the big one is, you know, he knows Strider's going to hold up out of the corner, right? It's something we saw a few times. Jump splash is hard to deal with. You know, it's a really good option to go to, and he just sat there and anti-aired those a few times. And Strider, he wasn't going to commit to the V-reversal, so ended up getting kind of mauled on defense a bit.
Started identifying as well that Strider was interrupting
Yes.
when he believed that Problem X was going to start stealing frames and trying to retain frame advantage so that he could take more turns. Started to, oh, neutral jumps, the command grab, gets the corner carry. All a block string into the corner, no. Oh, and everything's going right for Problem X on offense. One more for the stun, he jumps out. Standing light punch in answer to that splash.
Yeah, beats it. He just waited on the ground after the throw and was ready. Again, throw in the corner, not enough to kill. EX blast, and this is a long way, but it is G. Oh boy, that 2-framer. Swinging with it, he's got V-trigger now.
There's the activation.
Uh-oh, command throw for the start.
And this is a guess for stun situation, which would be guess for game.
Yeah, one more for the stun. Maybe a regular throw is probably the safest. Goes for the empty low, activates, and command throws him right back.
Damn!
That's a big risk, but Problem X was willing to go for it.
Nice. Crouching medium punch, great horizontal range.
Yeah,
With
both
punish,
characters.
Stand fierce.
Oh, didn't get the combo. I don't know what Strider tried. Maybe just didn't get the cancel.
Yeah, he had the smash over come out a couple of times yesterday as well.
Walks into an EX scissor and Problem.
Corner. This is turn. Keeps it closed. That standing medium kick, such a great tool to stop jump outs.
Man, just stuffing over and over and over. What are you even going to do? Try to anti-air. That's the stun. That's the game for Problem X.
And what a turnaround here. Problem X shutting the door in terms of these interruptions from Strider. He's just changing up his offensive timing and patterns, and it's paying off for him. I like him going for the true strings. I like him going for the light rather than trying to steal those double psycho axes.
Yeah.
Those psycho axes into the knees, those big frame gaps that can be interrupted so effectively by G.
The big problem, yeah, is that G is like the best character, or one of the best characters in the game when he swings out of your frame trap, sort of, right? If you try to do something and you leave too big of a gap, his reward is some of the highest in the game, so you have to be very careful about those moments.
Gustavo's super ready for the jump-ins, but he's been caught countering it a couple of times by Bison dash-up light punch.
Yeah.
Problem X noticing that as well.
Important. If they're looking at the air, you can get in on the ground. That's something that you have to do.
I mean, Bison's got a slow dash as well. It's 21 frames, I think.
Far jump, cancel into the fireball. The jump back, I think that was a read on the slide the first time from Strider. Stays on the ground this time instead of air contesting that EX orb. The jump! We've seen that a lot more from Strider in this round. Way more jumps. Doesn't go for command throw in the challenge from Problem X.
No V reversal that time.
Yeah, catch him trying to jump.
Exactly, keeps him there. Activation.
Psycho Crusher pulls him
Good
out.
answer. Tries to chase him down.
down charge. Have to respect the stomp or anything. Yes, right here. Breaks the throw. Anti-aired the trade, though. Still alive. Spans out that V-trigger. And
the scissors comes out and clips the start up for Problem X, who's brought it back from 2-0 down. And now it is set point.
All the way. The adjustment is so good already. You can tell that he really just has a rhythm now on when Strider wants to challenge.
And again, that crouching medium punch stuffs. He's in the corner.
Again, he keeps reading that there's going to be some kind of gap there that Problem X is going to leave.
The door is shut.
And he's ready for the jump splash by walking back that time too. The dash up!
Again, the counter hit, and he gets the stun. He hasn't got bar, but this is going to hurt a lot. Scissors, back throw will kill.
Needs an activation point bad.
And he's got it. And he's got a lot of bar as well. Thankfully, the stun is not too bad, so he might have to catch him more than once.
Yeah, that's going to be very close.
Now it's a guess for game situation.
One more. He's out of
Devil's
there.
Reverse.
Activates again, and he went for it. The command throw.
The command grab after the activation immediately. That's the second time in a row it's worked. And the offensive reads from Problem X making the adjustments, and that's the beauty of these 3 out of 5 sets, right?
Yeah.
You can start seeing how these players are adapting their strategy at this high level.
Yeah, and those 2 games, you can tell that Strider was completely in control. After that, Problem X made those clean adjustments, and you can just see them add up. It was like one adjustment here, one adjustment there, and then suddenly the game plan was completely different by the end of the set. Really impressive stuff. Sends Strider down into loser's bracket.
So that means that we get a... Well, it won't be a Bison mirror, but 2 Bison players are going to be in winners finals.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, something to think about. Man, that's character. You got to just play who you like, right?
Absolutely, just, you know, for the love of the game.
For the love of the game.